Hello, welcome back to Whisky Wednesday. I'm Joe, and every Wednesday I do whisky video reviews. Now, start off straight away by saying, yeah, I've had a haircut. I decided the other day that I would shave my head. So, yeah, that's probably get that out of the way. Anyway, onto the whisky. This week, I'm reviewing the Port Charlotte Scottish Barley Heavily Peated. Now, this is made by at the Bruichladdich distillery on Islay. Let's pour a bit more of that. Have a half a measure. Why not? It is Whisky Wednesday after all. I've got a bit of a cough, a little bit of a cold at the moment. So if I cough during the review, I apologise. Can't help it. Anyway, this is the Heavily Peated Bruichladdich as part of their core range at the moment. It's bottled at 50%. It's natural colour. It's non-chill filtered, and it's peated to 40 ppm, so 40 phenol parts per million. So it's quite high. It's up there with a heavily peated whisky. Now, Bruichladdich as a distillery, I've reviewed some Bruichladdich in the past on my older videos. They make such a variety of styles. They make everything from non-peaty whisky through to the most heavily peated whisky in the world. Their new Octomore is peated at 258 or 257 ppm, which is just so peaty, so intense. This is bottled at 40 ppm. So let's get straight to it. So no, there's no age statement on this bottle, so it's probably around about between 8 and 12 years. You know, the colour gives that away, I think. It's probably had some first fill maturation. Let's get straight to it. Now on the nose, you get a kind of a floral perfumed note actually. There's a lot of peatiness there as well, obviously. I'm getting pepper. Lots of kind of burnt notes, almost like just like a nice, generic, kind of ashy note to it. Kind of reminds me of bacon frazzles. You ever tried the crisps, like the little bacon frazzles crisps? They're awesome. Very kind of bacony, smoked bacon. I'm also getting olive oil. And then all kind of like aromatic spice, so turmeric, paprika, that kind of chili, that almost like a cayenne spice, a Szechuan chili note coming through as well. All right, let's give it a taste. Pardon me. Sorry. All right, let's give it a taste. Tell you what, when you've got a cold, a peaty whisky kicks it back. That's awesome. Oh, that's just sorted my cold right out. Palate-wise, the floral notes that I get on the nose follow through on the palate, so it's very floral. I get a sweetness. There's my cat. Let's grab my cat. Sorry. Cat hasn't been in the video for a while, so let's just grab him and have a minute. Let's just throw it in, my little cat. Or one of them. There he goes. Anyway, yeah, this kind of the floral note comes through. You get kind of sweetness, you get vanilla from the oak, but then it almost kind of immediately dries out, so it's a very kind of drying mouthfeel. Let's give it another taste. There's lots of herbaceous notes in the palate actually, and it almost reminds me of like a really hoppy beer. Maybe that's where I'm getting that kind of bitterness from. Hoppy, herbaceous. As I say, drying. I'm getting charred oak. I'm getting cinnamon sticks, I'm getting clove, I'm getting almost like an oiliness, almost like biscuity, oily barley. Let's give it one more taste. Okay, on a third and final taste, I'm getting kind of burnt vanilla, charred toffee, blue cheese, and that finish comes back. It's that kind of hoppy, bitter, dry, oily pepperiness, and quite resinous as well. It's quite exciting on the finish actually, that kind of bitterness and that pepperiness and the spiciness really brings the finish to life. It's a fantastic whiskey. It's around about £47 retail. So if you want to go for something heavily peated, something different, something from a distillery that never puts colouring in their whiskey, that never chill filters, that doesn't bottle at 40%, or they don't now anyway. As they like to call themselves, they are a progressive Hebridean distillery. A solid 7 out of 10. I might like to see a little bit more. I mean, it's hard to kind of judge what I want more, but for me, like, it doesn't have quite enough complexity to give it an 8, but it is a fantastic whiskey. It's a whiskey I'd buy over and over again. I'll be happy to have it as a gift. It's a fantastic whiskey. So, Port Charlotte, heavily peated by Bruichladdich. If you've had this whiskey, let me know, leave me a comment. Apologies again, I've had a bit of a cold. I've been coughing a little bit, but it's that time of the year, it's October, and the weather has taken a turn for the worse in Britain. But let's be honest, the weather in Britain is pretty bad all the time. Please share the video. 7 out of 10 for the Port Charlotte heavily peated Scottish barley. The Scottish barley refers to the fact that the barley they use comes from Scotland, because a lot of whiskies made in Scotland, they use barley from Poland, from France, from England, etc. So this is Scottish barley. I will see you next week, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.